Ham United, Europa League semi-finalists. Thank you, David Moyes. Thank you, Declan Rice, Jared Bowen, Craig Dawson, everybody at the football club right now. Couldn't be more proud of West Ham United than I ever have been in my life. What an achievement this is. Europa League semi-finalist. It still doesn't feel real. It doesn't sound real, does it? I've just done the review with Gonzo, been catching up on all the footage from the player celebrations, the fans in the ground and stuff like that, and oh, I can't stop smiling. Anyway, there was no way I was getting to sleep, so I thought I'm going to record tomorrow morning's video right now. Because what a transformation from this football club. 2 years ago, West Ham, right in the thick of a relegation battle. David Moyes returned, and I've never been so glad to get something so wrong. He's come back in, and he's just completely turned the fortunes of this club round. From relegation battles to Europa League semi-finalists in 2 years as well, which is just ridiculous. And then you have to take into consideration what lies ahead this season. I don't just mean the semi-finals. We're 6th in the Premier League. We might go on and play Europa League football next season, regardless of what happens against Frankfurt. But speaking about what might happen against Frankfurt, you've got to fancy us now. Not just to put Frankfurt out, but to go on and win the trophy. I fancied us after Sevilla because I thought they were the favourites for the competition, and that's the other thing. We've not had an easy route. This has not been an easy route. We've not dodged the big hitters or anything like that. We had a decent enough Europa League group. We cruised through that. We absolutely sailed through that, and we got the reward for skipping around. And then we come up against Sevilla, the one team I wanted to avoid at all costs. We played them. We lost the first leg, but the second leg we showed, I guess, the character, what David Moyes has put in. Memorable night at the London Stadium, putting Sevilla out. Then we got Lyon, gone to their place tonight in difficult circumstances. No Aaron Creswell, no Kurt Zouma. It's a draw. We have to go there and win, and we've gone there and we've won in style. 3-0 against Lyon on their patch as well. What a performance tonight. Manager's tactics, bang on. The players carrying out those tactics, bang on. And both of those things had to be bang on to win tonight. That's not an easy place to go. Lyon are not a poor team. They're having the greatest domestic season, but they've got plenty of experience in European football, and we've put them out and we've made it look easy. We made it look comfortable tonight. That was incredible from West Ham United, from David Moyes and from all the players. And those players became heroes, and not just the players, manager as well. They became heroes for West Ham tonight, because in 20 years' time, and I'm talking to Baby Gio, I will tell them about tonight. I will tell them about when we were worried because Zuma wasn't playing. Issa Diop come in and performed sensational. About how Craig Dawson scored the first goal of the game and was man of match for West Ham. How Declan Rice looked world class. I will tell the story of tonight going forward to future generations of the Gio family. You know, I hear stories from my dad. You'll hear stories from your dad about West Ham back in the day. Well, we've got one tonight to tell our future generations, because what an achievement this is. West Ham getting to the semi-final of the Europa League. It's just, what a night, what a game. And the whole thing is incredible. The whole thing is incredible. Like I said, you have to fancy us to go on and win this now. You just have to. And if we don't, if we go out to Frankfurt, I'll still be just as proud as the boys. But we've now got a huge opportunity to go on and make some serious history. We've already made history, but we can go 1-2 further and win this competition and qualify for the Champions League, which is just a madness all on its own. But semi-finalists of the Europa League, like I said, I've never been so glad to get something so wrong in the way of David Moyes. Now, I'm not going to do another I was wrong about Moyes video. I've done a couple of them. That's enough. That's all I'm doing. But I wasn't that keen when he returned. That's no secret. The transformation under him has been incredible. And tonight was the most David Moyes performance you'll ever see from West Ham, where defensively extremely solid, where we've got two players out. It's fine, two players come in, they know exactly what's expected of them, the role that they've got to carry out. The tactics were bang on. We posed a threat on the counter-attack. The set pieces were fantastic. Everything worked. Everything was David Moyes out there tonight. The attitude was David Moyes' attitude out there tonight. And it worked. We didn't have it on Sunday. It was a massive disappointment against Brentford on Sunday for many different reasons, and a very unlike David Moyes performance on Sunday. But tonight we saw it in full flow. And I could not be more proud for what that man's done for this football club. We go on to win this Europa League. I will start carving that statue myself. Unbelievable. Like I said, the players have become heroes tonight, but we had some huge performances. I thought Mikel Antonio was fantastic up front. A really bad game against Brentford. I thought Moyes taking Antonio into the press conference before the game was good management. I thought it was clever management, almost his way of putting his arm around Mikel Antonio. And I think we saw the reaction from Antonio tonight. I thought he was fantastic up front. Declan Rice was world class. Absolutely world class. 100% pass completion in the first half tonight. There was perhaps a little bit of a worry that he had that yellow card thing hanging over his head. So if he got booked and we went through and missed the first semi-final, you didn't notice that tonight. He was going into tackles like there was no risk of suspension there. I thought he was unbelievable, world-class performance, the best player on the pitch. Maybe not man of the match, but I mean in terms of ability. He just does things that nobody else is capable of. And then his celebration, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I love that celebration. People will say it doesn't mean anything, so and so. That was an act of emotion from Declan Rice. That was an act of love for the football club and for the fans of West Ham United. What a celebration, what a goal as well. But there's just top performances all over the pitch. Finals, it's a deal coming in. Craig Dawson, man of match with a bullet header, and looked like he broke his nose against Lyon last week and might have knocked again against Brentford. The third game in a row that Craig Dawson's been running around with a bloody nose, and he's still throwing himself in the way of absolutely everything. What a night. West Ham in the Europa League semi-finals. I honestly cannot believe it. I can't believe it. The emotion that you get from tonight, it's just ridiculous. I've never been so proud of this football club. Never, not once. And we've had it tough, we've had the relegations and whatnot as well. But you take the lows for the highs, don't you? And tonight's one of those highs that I'll remember forevermore. And like I said, David Moyes, thank you very much. He's the one that spearheaded all of, and the circumstances he'd done it in is fantastic as well. When he returned to West Ham, the cupboards were bare, and I don't necessarily mean in terms of money to spend or anything like that, but there was no scouting department, there was nothing. It was like he had the support there. He had to come in, he had to bring a whole coaching team with him, he had to set up a recruitment and analysis and scouting team there behind the scenes. Shrewd signings in the likes of Vladimir Sufal, Thomas Souček, Javid Bowen, all three of them playing a big part there on the pitch tonight as well. Everything about this club now has got David Moyes' fingerprints all over it, and it was pleasing to see the video footage from the away end tonight, where an hour after the game, maybe David Moyes has gone back out on his own and walked over to the away fans. They're all singing his song as well, and he deserves that, and the fans there tonight deserve that tonight as well. Travelling up and down the country, supporting this team for however God knows long. Seeing some pretty miserable performances and results over the years, and tonight they've got a reward of something that'll live with them forever, and a win away to Lyon in the quarterfinal Europa League to qualify for the semi-final. 28th of April, 2 weeks, London Stadium, home to Frankfurt, which that night's going to be epic. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. I knew the Lyon home game wouldn't be able to match the Sevilla one because we couldn't qualify. We could have beat Lyon 2-0. You can celebrate, of course you can. You can celebrate a win, but that's all you can celebrate. You can't celebrate qualification for the semi-final. Now, of course, when we play Frankfurt, we can't celebrate the qualification for the final, regardless of what the scoreline is. However, that atmosphere is going to be special. That atmosphere is going to be ridiculous on the 28th of April. Then a week later, going to Germany. We've seen the Frankfurt fans in Barcelona tonight. 30,000 apparently travelled over to Barcelona tonight. The atmosphere is going to be crazy. But West Ham United, Europa League semi-finals. And when you look at the other semi-finalists, Frankfurt, it's been 4 or 5 years since they won a trophy, not won a European Cup in 40 years. It's not too dissimilar to ourselves. We've got Rangers, not had a great success recent years. Leipzig never won a major trophy. So the 4 teams left in Europa League, they've not got much European pedigree. We've put 2 teams out in Lyon and Sevilla that had more European pedigree than the 4 that's left in the competition. got to fancy us to go on and win it. I certainly do. I fancied us after Sevilla. I still fancy us even more so tonight. Anyway, I'm going to shut this computer down and try and get to bed and get to sleep, because tomorrow I've got to wake up and record the Burnley preview. It's all eyes back to the Premier League, because we've still got a job to do on Sunday against Burnley. We've still got a job to do in the Premier League. But semi-finalists in the Europa League, what an achievement. Hopefully we can go one further into the final, but hopefully we can beat Burnley and keep up that momentum in the league and qualify for European football again and not have to rely on success in the Europa League. But imagine winning it. Champions League football at West Ham United. Sounds mad, but I tell you what, it sounds believable as well, doesn't it? When I say it, it doesn't sound so stupid, does it? West Ham will win the Europa League and get Champions League football. You're not saying, no, we won't. Calm yourself. You're thinking, actually, we might just do this. Anyway, I'm going to disappear. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Burnley preview will be up tonight, and tomorrow I've got a video with a Burnley fan ahead of Sunday's game as well. We'll part the Europa League. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to part the Europa League for a couple of days and focus back on the Premier League. I'll catch up with you in a bit.